Hi, Jim.
Thanks.
Slowly, we are seeing a lot of the bear arguments disappear in the markets, and the next one up is the Japanization of America. Where do you see that? Is it happening?
Well, I, as you know, Alex, am a company-specific guy. I've never been a big think guy, and I actually don't mind the characterization that I'm not a big think guy, because my observations come from what companies say. Best Buy and an outfit called Cons, I mean, people don't know Cons, but I followed them for a long time, put out numbers today that were actually extraordinary. And they're extraordinary for two reasons. One is because it's clear that they're picking up share from Circuit City, which is definitely their goal, okay? But the second is that if things were as poor, as bad in the economy as people say, then they should have had big shortfalls anyway. These are companies that sell discretionary goods. When Japan started going into its death spiral, the first thing that happened is that the Sony products and the Sharp products, the JVC products, they had to be shipped overseas because the market just stopped eating them. We are obviously in the teeth of what may actually be a depression, still spending. Are we spending as aggressively as we were? No, but that's probably okay because credit shouldn't have been so free as it was. The fact is that it's very hard to reconcile the Japanization, which has been a bear argument of our country, with the Best Buy and Cons numbers. Now, you'll hear that it was because of Circuit City. But I come back to when I look at the bear arguments and where we were on March 6th and where we've come, I really have to refute the notion that we're not going to come out of this one day. Nationalization of banks, Japanization, those say it's a 10-year, 12-year, or in Japan's case, never. And Best Buy says no. Best Buy says that's not true.
Is this a short-term thing, or
Well,
do you think it can sustain?
Well, I think that's a great question because what I would say to you is yes, it's short-term. It can't happen in the midst of the depression. So it's short-term in the sense that if you have this quarter, I don't really care about the next quarters. This quarter should have been a disaster. This was the teeth of what I regard as the post-Lehman Depression. So I don't really care. I mean, if the numbers just stay the same, I'll be fine. So it's short-term in a different, it's short-term in a counterintuitive way.
Would you be interested in buying these stocks?
No, I am, and I think it's interesting. In ActionAlertsPlus.com, we own Walmart, and I think what people have to understand is that Walmart, along with Costco, but I really like Walmart, got oversold. And yesterday, our inspector came out and said he's not in favor of what would have been an easy way to unionize, which was another problem for Walmart. And I come back and say, you know what? Why do I need Best Buy? Walmart's going to go higher on this too, and I'd rather own the best.
All right. Thanks so much, Jim.